Bonitas, we got a full face of new affordable makeup. I am so excited to share all these goodies porque there is a lot of things to talk about. So I'm going to be showing some new products that I have tried and trying again, and just new products that are going to be complete first impressions. So you do not want to miss this. Started, bonitas, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because that makes sure that you become a member of family here on YouTube ahorita mismo, right now. Like if you enjoy watching these type of tutorials where we try new makeup, especially affordable makeup, because who doesn't love makeup on a budget, especially in this economy? So go ahead, do those things, and let's get right into this transformation. I think today I'm first gonna start off with the eyes. Okay, we got some new from Morphe. They launched these little 6 quad trios in different shades, and I was very intrigued by these. They are matte eyeshadows. They also launched these like little 3 quad palettes, which I think are great on the go. They have different formulas, but these just have matte formulas. So these are the 2 that I really kind of gravitated the most towards. We have this one in Tailored Nudes, which includes a bunch of warm tones, those everyday colors that we love. Kind of reminds me of like a mini condensed version of the Master Matte palette by Makeup by Mario. And then also we have this Mauve Mood palette, which looks like this. So I'm gonna start off by just prepping the eye because I want these shadows to have like a really good base. And these do retail for $16. Yeah, $16. These type of palettes are the best because they are small. You don't get overwhelmed by so many colors. You can take these on the go with you. They're just very practical. You get some really good mirror space in here to just look at your eyeshadow as you're doing it. So I'm going in with this middle shade right here. That one is in the shade Flirty Linens. And I'm gonna apply that all over the crease just to create lots of good shadow. Then I'm gonna take a more dense brush and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, this warm shade, and I'm going to be applying that all right in the depths of the crease. So not too high, but just like right in here. I'm gonna make it more of a warm look. Then I do wanna take this shade from the Mauve palette and apply this right here. These eyeshadows are so pigmented. Like the pigmentation in here is phenomenal. I really love the fact that Morphe came back so strong. They said, oh, we're coming back stronger than ever. They had one of the best comebacks in makeup, to be completely honest. Let me know if you agree. With their relaunch and everything, I feel like they brought so many good products. Now, I will say Morphe isn't the cheapest affordable brand, but they're definitely way more reasonably priced than like a high-end palette. I feel like it's also rare where people will invest their money right now on palettes. It got super oversaturated in the other years, and now people don't really do eyeshadow looks like that. But I'm like, sometimes it's fun, especially when you get to play with palettes like this. It just kind of like inspires you to want to create again. So I think I'm gonna mix these 2 shades right here and take them on this outer edge like so. Yeah, these eyeshadows never miss. Like the blendability is so good. I would take one of these eyeshadow palettes over high-end any day. Okay, so now we're gonna go back in with the warm palette, and we're gonna take the deepest brown in here and we're gonna use that for our wing. You bonitas know that an eyeshadow wing liner is just so forgiving, especially if you're new to wing liner, because it just has a little bit more softer approach than using a liquid. I am a big fan of an eyeshadow wing. That was one of the most asked questions I used to get. Oh, what eyeliner are you wearing? I'm literally just wearing eyeshadow. The only time it's ever faded was when I accidentally rubbed my eye. So first impression, not even first impressions, because I actually already used these a couple times since I got them in PR, which thank you so much Morphe, because by that I'm able to bring you bonitas some really good reviews and tutorials on these. But highly recommend these palettes. The ones that I have here are matte only eyeshadows, but I love a good matte look, especially for every day. So if you love a good matte makeup look for every day, like a good matte eyeshadow look, these are definitely some to look into. Like I said, they do retail for $16. You can find them right now at Ulta, and they deliver everything they need to deliver. And I love that they're small. You don't get overwhelmed by, oh, what should I use, because they're all colors that you can interchange for every day or an evening night out. So you really got options with these, which is always fantastic. So Morphe. Okay, so that's that I would say I highly recommend checking these out, and for the price I think it's pretty fair because you get really good quality, sturdy palettes, really good mirrors. So that's all a plus when you are looking to see if you want to splurge on something. So I highly recommend that. Now we're gonna move on to mascara. I do have a new mascara. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. You might just know Maybelline, they always come out with a good mascara, so I'm excited to try this one. I do want to read a little bit about it. I have some information here. So this is volume up to 24-hour lift, body curve brush, silky buildable formula, and I think that's it. Very creamy formula, which is always a plus, and it's coating them really nicely. It's keeping them separated. It's not clumping them up, which is another plus. Okay, so this mascara does retail for $13 at Ulta. It's pretty standard for the mascaras at Ulta, I will say, like the affordable ones. But if there's one mascara we can always count on, like a brand, it's going to be Maybelline. All the other brands are great too though, because I've been really enjoying the Milani one too, the new tubing mascara, the highly X-rated in the purple packaging. That one is fantastic as well. But if you're looking for new mascaras, just know the drugstore also has got you covered. If you do not want to spend $25 or more on mascara, you got some good options too at the drugstore. But right now I just want to focus on coating all these lashes. Let me know too if you are a falsie wearer or if you wear mascara more. I know a lot of people have transitioned more so to their natural lashes over falsies or lash extensions, so let me know what type of person you are. But as somebody that's been wearing mascara quite a lot and doesn't really wear falsies anymore, this is nice. It's definitely keeping that lift. Some mascaras I have noticed, especially if you do have straight lashes, it'll just bring the lash back down. This one is keeping that hold in place. Look at that. It is holding those lashes up, and it doesn't feel crunchy either. Like, it feels good. If the lashes still feel really nice and hydrated, they just feel good. So I'm gonna keep that like that. I like this so far. We're gonna do another recurl and add another layer of mascara in a little bit, but let's quickly read a little bit more about this. So this is the full body volume and lift experience that lasts up to 24 hours. Flaking, no smudging, definitely no flaking. Just pure lash power that moves with you. The body curve brush isn't playing around. It allows the brush to stretch every lash for sure and deliver high impact volume and all day lift that won't quit. Silky buildable formula, definitely feel that silky buildable formula in there, but it's looking really nice. Look at that. This is literally just going in. I feel like it does give a good lift. Now we're gonna move on to the next step, which is the L'Oréal Foundation Balm. So I recently did a review on this. I've been using this quite a bit because I really want to build more thoughts on this as time progresses. But if you want to watch my in-depth review, definitely go on to my review. I'll link it down below so you can check it out. I am in the shade 5. You can find this at Ulta as well, or you can pick it up from Target if you want to. I will say though, it is a little cheaper at Target than Ulta, so just keep that in mind. I will link things down below so you guys can check everything out, but this foundation does a beautiful job of giving great coverage. Like, it does claim to be a more light coverage, but this can be built up to a really beautiful finish. I mean, look at that difference right there. So that is a plus. Like, look how well it covers the redness on the nose. It takes care of everything real quick. It's also on the go friendly, so you can take this on the go if you want to retouch or if you want to apply it on the go. It's mess free, so you don't have to worry about, you know, things creating a mess in your makeup bag or whatever, because you just close it and it's not going anywhere. But like, look at this coverage. Now, I will say this probably will be the best suited for people with dry, normal skin. I do feel like if you have very, very oily skin, I have very oily skin, so I can understand the people that have very oily skin. It can be a little radiant by the end of the day. You definitely want to touch up. This isn't going to be a matte foundation whatsoever. That's not what this is. But what this does deliver is a really beautiful, effortless look through the day. And I think it's one of the better foundation balms that has launched, honestly. Let me know if you would like to see me compare this to the IT Cosmetics foundation balm, because that would be, in my opinion, the high-end one that this would be the most comparable to, because this isn't a matte finish, so it wouldn't be comparable to Laura Mercier. But I would say this would be kind of on a similar wavelength as the IT Cosmetics one. But look at that coverage. Do you see? So yeah, for somebody that loves a glow, that loves some radiance, you're going to love that out of this. And the shade 5, perfect match. Literally perfect match. I will say, if you are somebody that does have very oily skin and you still want to enjoy this and wear it, definitely go in with your matte prep, you know, whether it's matte sunscreen or a matte primer. Go in with all that stuff, because this is going to work well with that, because it's such a lightweight consistency. It will work well with all different types of products. Make sure you set, do all that good stuff, and you will hold up decent for the day. But like I said, at the end of the day, you will have the shine. But I just feel like if you don't like the glow, you're not gonna like this. If you like the glow, if you like that skin-like glowy effect, then this is gonna be something you're gonna be like, oh, I love this. I do wanna go ahead now and move on to the L'Oreal Lumi Bronzer Stick. So I recently got my hands on this because I saw this could be like a dupe for the Dior Stick Bronzer, which if you've been watching my content, you know I really love that bronzer. It's just very expensive. But this is one for more on a budget. And let me just tell you, it is so creamy and pigmented. Like, this is a really great product. And L'Oreal really did that. So, like, this is something that I'm definitely into. The shade that I picked this up is in 130 Sunset Door. Now, I will say for this one, a lot of brands are coming out with their cream sticks from the affordable section. Like, also e.l.f. just came out with their cream bronzers. I didn't pick up a bronzer, but I did pick up one of their blushes. So I'm gonna be trying this right now. But this one, let's talk about it a little bit real quick. The L'Oreal bronzer stick, because I mean, it's giving everything it needs to give. It's called the Lumi Bronzerless Stick Soleil Bronzer. And these do retail for $12.99, which is way better price than the Dior stick that I think is like $50. So this is great. This is going to give a really nice like bronze effect to the face. It says a French Riviera effect that melts into the skin super effortlessly. This is buildable cream to powder formula. Swipe on and melts into the skin for a sun-kissed glow like you bathed in the French Riviera. Sets like a powder to keep bronze glow in place all day with a diffused soft touch with feel with a satin finish. There's 5 shades of this. So I'm going to blend this all out so you can kind of see how this blends. I'm just taking a Rare Beauty brush to blend everything out, but like, look at that color. It blends very seamlessly into the skin. No patchiness whatsoever. I will say too, if you are on my complexion, I think this is like the perfect shade for you. I will probably eventually buy the e.l.f. one and just kind of compare it to this, but this is so good. And I didn't realize that this one sets into a powder, so you don't even have to worry about powdering it, which is also a good thing for us oily skin people, because you don't have to worry about it having like a really glowy finish. Sometimes some cream products have like a glowy effect to it, but this doesn't have that, so that's nice. Yeah, I would say check this out. Again, I haven't purchased the one by e.l.f. yet, which also is new. But I'll have to compare these two at some point and give you some well-developed thoughts on how they compare and contrast with one another. But already for somebody with oily skin, I'm loving the fact that it sets into a powder. Okay, now we're gonna go on to e.l.f.'s new blushes. They have so many beautiful colors. This is just the one that I decided to pick up. This one is in the shade Cinnamon, and I picked this one up. It was one of the last ones, but I picked this one up because apparently this one is like very similar to Raw Toasted Teddy, which is like my go-to. I feel like Toasted Teddy on somebody with medium to tan skin is perfection. So I was like, I need to try this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here. Ooh, very pigmented. I don't want to say the Rhode one is sheer, but the Rhode one feels a little bit more hydrating. It looks a little bit more glowier. This one is like pure pigment. So maybe I went in with a lot, but we shall see. Now this is my first impression on this one because I haven't tried this at all. This is very first time using it. I did find these at Ulta yesterday, so these are in store. I also did see that Ulta does have their new powders, which remind me of like the Givenchy powders. I didn't pick that up either because, to be honest, I didn't really need it. I don't really use powders like that. So I'm like, I'm not the best person to give you that review. I also never used the Givenchy powder, so I can't really compare it. Maybe I did, but I just can't remember. It's been so long ago. But I just wouldn't be the perfect person to tell you if it's comparable or not. But wow, these blushes look good. I feel like this color always goes so beautifully with medium to tan skin. Like it really delivers. But look at that. And again, everything's blending so well on top of this foundation because it's so hydrating. It really allows for everything to come on top of the skin and not separate or feel cakey or heavy. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with some concealer. Today I'm taking the NYX concealer, and I've been really enjoying doing my concealer last, like after going in with blush. I think we've talked about this probably like 1,000 times because I've been obsessed with the technique of Painted by Esther. It just makes so much sense to me. I'm like, yes, because this will avoid too intense of blush harshness and make everything kind of become one. So you can see immediately how everything just becomes one with one another. And if you're wondering, I am using the shade by NYX in Medium Olive, and I'm taking the Morphe Powder Puff, which is another new product. It has one side that's for creams, and then it has the other side which is for powders. I'm also gonna take it and set like so. I'm using the LA Girl powder in soft pink. Do not sleep on LA Girl powders. These powders are so lightweight. Like, why was I ever sleeping on these powders? So I'm gonna let that do its thing right there. I'll also link this powder puff. This is a new powder puff by Morphe. I'm just adding it onto this tutorial because I literally have been using it every single day, and I just love the fact that you can flip it and it gives you the powder puff side, and then you flip it to the other side, it gives you the cream puff side. So you can really go in and use this like as a multi-use product, which you all know I'm a big fan of multi-use. Anything multi-use, I'm like, yep, give that to me. So now I'm gonna remove the powder on this side. This is one of the great things about foundations like this on people with oily skin. Yes, if you leave it like that, it can look oily, but look how well things layer on top when you have lots of hydration in a foundation. Things just layer on so beautifully, and then you can go in and set them, and bam, you're ready for the day. So yeah, there's ways where you can really use hydrating foundations as an oily skin person to your advantage, because if you set the right way, you can have lots of great hydration. Do not sleep on this powder. Like, I'm telling you, LA Girl really got it right with this powder. And I'm not a big fan of pink powders on my complexion. I prefer peach, But this pink powder really does well on medium complexion as well. And it just brightens the face so well, like so beautifully. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna take my little brush and kind of diffuse out this blush moment so it kind of all becomes one. I also have this new Revolution pink powder. It's really interesting because I recently, maybe a few months ago, I reviewed this but in the peach one and I was not a fan of it. But I went out and bought this one after seeing it on social media. And I actually really like this one. I feel like it does a beautiful job of kind of marrying your under eye with your blush so that it all kind of cohesively goes and it's not like what is going on there. So that's that. I'm gonna go back to the mascara. I'm just gonna go ahead and recurl my lashes. Take this body mascara. Oh yeah, this is a great formula. It doesn't feel crunchy. Like the eyelashes still feel nice and hydrated. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Now, something I did see yesterday when I was at Ulta, did not pick up, was the new Milani Mist Make It Last like natural setting spray. I decided to opt out of it because as somebody with oily skin, I need something that's gonna be matte, okay? That's why I love the L'Oreal. That's why I love the One Size, because that stuff locks it in. If you are somebody that prefers a more like natural finish, maybe that could be something to look into because it looks like a really nice mist spray, but I just feel like on oily skin, it wouldn't really do much. Maybe it would make your makeup last, but it wouldn't have it looking like nice and matte and just oil free. But that's just something to consider if you are somebody with normal or dry skin. I know that Milani has also done a major rebrand. Okay, I have to say I really like how this mascara by Maybelline's working. It is keeping these lashes up. Yep, look at that. Last but not least, we have here e.l.f.'s new e.l.f. Main Stain Lip Marker in Chai Me, a warm brown. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this and apply it. I wanna say these are like $6, but let me get some information on these. Okay, so these do retail for $6, no, $5, great. And this is a warm brown, like I said, this is a goof-proof, life-proof lip stain marker that features a felt tip applicator, making it easy to sculpt, shade, and fill in your palette with buildable, lasting color and natural finish. So vamos a ver. Feels a little like stiffer than the other ones I've tried, but it does a good job of creating these lines. Look at that. And let me swatch the color. So that is the color right there. Very pretty wearable, I would say, brown lip liner that just could work for any type of look, everyday look or an evening night out. I like the fact that it isn't as intense. It's very easy to use. Like, it lines the lips nicely, even though I do feel like this marker is a little stiff, but it's very precise. So I feel like it really does a good job of shading the lip and creating a really nice fine line. With some, I have a hard time. I'm like messing it up, having to blend. This one, I felt like it was easy to really apply that line and have it look nice and smooth. And then I'm gonna go in with this gloss by L'Oreal. This one is in the Milky Nude. I love this gloss, like the perfect like pinky nude lip, and it just works so well. So that right there is the lip, and this completes the look. So everything honestly went on the face so well. Like, I have no complaints. I feel like I would recommend all of these to you, bonitas. I feel like they're all really good and on a budget. Nothing's too overly expensive. You really do get what you pay for. I think the most expensive product I mentioned in this video were the palettes, but these are palettes that I seriously feel like you would use every single day, especially this one in Tailored Nude. I feel like it's giving like a Makeup by Mario Master Matte mini palette, but on a budget, okay? $16. Again, Really great that it only comes with 6 eyeshadows because you won't get overwhelmed by a lot of colors. I also really like the fact that there's a mirror in here, and it's a really good sturdy mirror, and this is like such a great on-the-go friendly type of palette. This is what we have from the eyes. As for the mascara, Maybelline, this is giving us lift. Like sometimes the mascaras will be like lift and there's no lift, but this is giving us lift. The L'Oréal Balm with the cream bronzer and the cream blush, these all worked like magic. So I really did enjoy how pigmented this blush by e.l.f. is. Like it delivered pigmentation. Look at that. So pigmented right there. It does have some good hydration. You can see that hydration through it, but the pigmentation is playing no games. And again, they have lots of beautiful colors. I got this in Cinnamode. I am going to compare this to Toasted Teddy in a short video to kind of see how that looks. But same thing with the L'Oreal bronzer. Like look how pigmented that is. So nice. This makes me very intrigued and curious to try out the one by e.l.f., their bronzer, so that will be coming up next. There's so many cream bronzers coming out. We have this one, we have the one by e.l.f. Ro just came out with a bronzer, which I'll probably check out, but there's just so many great options, and I'm so happy that everything worked well together. On the hunt for new makeup products, especially complexion products, you can't go wrong with those cream products. And then of course this new L'Oreal Balm, although it does give some radiance for somebody with very oily skin. I have very oily skin and I'm still enjoying it. Even when blotting it, it still looks beautiful. Like it's pretty, it's really, really pretty. So that's pretty much it. Oh, and then the lip stain marker, it's nice. I like it. It looks pretty for sure. So let me know down below in the comment section, bonitas, which one of these products was your favorite, or which one are you really enjoying at home? I want to go ahead and chat. I want you to share down below your thoughts, your opinions on all of these new items at the drugstore or at Ulta that are affordable and on a budget. I definitely think they're all worth checking out if you've had your eye on them. But you also let me know what you think is worth it and what is not worth it. Also, don't forget to let me know what other new affordable makeup you want me to try out next, or if you have any video recommendations for affordable makeup, share them down below. Let's go ahead and start our conversation. But muchas gracias, bonitas. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed watching this video today and want to continue seeing these type of videos on my channel, and I will be sure to do that. And I'm so thankful to have you here on my channel today watching this video. I hope that you have a fabulous day. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful, bonitas, and I will be seeing you very, very soon for a brand new video. Adios.